All right, I almost didn't film this video today, but I was just thinking a couple minutes ago, what's one thing that I wish I had known a couple months ago when I was still like trying to scale beyond just like a couple clients. And it's something that's helped me so much when it comes to proposals. So this is just gonna be a really quick video, and it's a couple hacks that you can build into your proposal when you're sending it to a client so that you get a higher retainer and you can actually charge a lot more without being pushy in a sales call. So I've made a lot of videos about how I do like sales and how I onboard clients, and I don't do outreach, I don't do pitching. You can look at like the last videos I've uploaded to kind of learn what my strategy is for onboarding clients, or if you want to like actually get the blueprint, I have like a whole free course, so you can click on that below. But basically, my clients come to me word of mouth referral because I get good results and I prioritize networking and building relationships over just sending out a bunch of outreach. But when it comes to the actual proposal, what I'll do is like I get on a call with someone. If they reach out to me, they want to know about copywriting, and I've vetted them and I see that they have an actual business that's doing like, you know, my criteria, I like to work with businesses doing 100K plus per month. But once I've vetted them, I know that they have the money to invest into a marketing budget. Then I will get on a call with them and basically just chat about their goals. And when it comes to the proposal, I just tell them at the end of the call, awesome, like I'm just gonna put everything we chatted about into a proposal, just letting you know right now it's gonna be about this much. And I'll give them a number. So let's say, for example, the client that I just onboarded last weekend, I told her it was gonna be starting at 10K for what she wanted. And I just let her know that to make sure that it's even worth my time in sending her proposal, that it was worth our time in continuing the call. And so we chatted about what she needed. I gave her that approximate price, and then I told her at the end of the call, awesome. So I'm just gonna go put everything we just chatted about into a document so it's all listed out, and I'm gonna send that over to you with the proposal, and then we can get the ball rolling if that makes sense to you. You can let me know, or you can just take that strategy and implement it yourself. Like no worries. And so what I did was I took everything we had chatted about, I put it in a document, and I put the prices and I broke them up per line item. So what I like about this is when you break up the prices per line item is you can add in a couple other items that you genuinely think would benefit that client. So let's say you talked about Instagram, they really want to grow their personal brand, so you're going to create like Instagram reel scripts, you're going to do some copywriting for the story post, for the captions, and you're going to do some copywriting for their YouTube to help them build their personal brand. So you list that all out, let's say it's like a 4K pitch, but then you're like, you know what, I think it'd be really beneficial to you if you just let me repurpose this content and also create some LinkedIn posts for you, because that's a very, very high leverage audience to have for your particular niche. I'll just put it in on this proposal and you can let me know if that looks like good to you, and you just ignore it if not. And it's like a very low pressure thing because you've priced it out separately. So you stick with that price that you told them on the call, and then you add in something else. And in my experience, the clients always go with it. And so I've done this a few times now where I'll add something in for another $2,000 or something, and they usually go with it, which is funny. And I think it's just because once you've decided to invest that kind of money into building a personal brand or building a school community or building a coaching business or something like that, you are prepared to just invest the whole thing. You don't want to like get partial products. And so in their mind, they're like, okay, this is a full package. And I had a client that was going to be a 3 to 5K retainer. But what I did was I just like put everything into a document of what I thought he should go with. And then I also included like variations. So I was like, this is if I write the emails, and this is if like I just send like my templates to you and you write them yourself. And like I price them out separately. And what it does for your client is it makes them feel like they have options. It makes them feel like you're not pressuring them into this super high price. But then it's more likely, because they feel like it's their idea when they go and they opt for the higher price, it's more likely that they will. So that client was supposed to be 3 to 5K. I mapped out how he could do the scope for 3 to 5K, how he could still hit his goals with a little bit more work from him and like his existing team. But then there was a completely done for you where I would do the emails, I would record content on how I was writing them, so he did coach his team on it because he already had like an in-house copywriter, and so it made sense. And basically there was a bunch of like different pricing brackets he could have gone with, and he went with the full scope, everything on the proposal, which wound up being $10,000. And at the time, this was a few months ago, that was the biggest client that I had ever signed. Now I've signed clients bigger than that. I've had 13K clients, 11.5K was my most recent one. And so those are retainers, by the way. And so that was a really cool client to sign, because like I was not expecting him to be like, yo, let's just go with all of this. But it was because he had a business, he was already making money, he understood what a good investment was going to get him as far as like an ROI, and then I helped him win the school games after that, so it was definitely worth it for him. But that is one hack you guys can take, is just when you're pricing stuff out, make sure number one, you've already discussed a price range on a sales call, so you're not wasting your time with a client that doesn't have the money. Like you gotta let them know, be transparent, be like, listen, just transparently, everything we've talked about right now, we're looking at a range of like 5 to 6K or whatever the range is. And then you give them a proposal. You can, like, let's say it's $2,000 for the email, emails. It's another $2,000 for the Instagram post. It's going to be $3,000 for the YouTube script. And then if you want, I can also do another $1,000 to repurpose your content on school, or repurpose your content on LinkedIn, or repurpose whatever you're doing, and add something onto the scope. Maybe you offer to do their thumbnails, or you offer to do something else, and you can do a sales page, and you can just add $1,500 here, $1,000 there, and just be like, let me know. Just wanted to add a couple things that have worked for past clients. If you want to go with these, totally up to you. But yeah, that's like a little hack for you guys today. Go and implement that. Definitely, like, the biggest key is you discuss the price range live with the client to make sure they are understanding it's going to be a big number, and then you give them even more. And yeah, I think that's something I've never heard someone else say to do that. I'm sure there's other people that do it, but that's been a huge hack for me. Obviously, that's like been the reason why I've had such incredibly high ticket clients. And yeah, if you guys want my full blueprint on how to sign your first client and how to write really good copy, you can grab the link down below. I have a free course, and I would love to see you guys in there. So I will see you guys on the next video. Hopefully this was valuable. Bye.